I think I nailed this one.
I think you absolutely did.
Yes.
I'm wondering where the Horcrux is right now.
That's crazy.
And what your Patronus charm is.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Fort Walton Beach, What We're Doing, your daily dose of local news. I'm saying it backwards this time. Community engagement with in-studio interviews with movers and shakers. And we've got one of those right here. Mr. Dylan Snow, a magician. Not musician. I don't know. You could be a musician.
I've only played trumpet in 7th grade. So
we had musician Hope Given on the show yesterday. Today we have magician Dylan Snow on the show today. Yep. He actually had a performance at Suds & Cinema on February 13th. And he's got another encore performance coming up in April.
Yes,
a double night, 2 nights in a row, April 17th and 18th.
Yes,
so excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is kind of the second time doing something like this, so this is pretty cool. Actually doing it in Florida now. So.
Nice. So you did this in your hometown of Chicago?
Yes, sir. Yep. So I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. It's actually the birthplace of close-up magic.
I know Harry Blackstone was from
yes, sir.
Chicago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I had a magic set in the 1980s of his, and that's how I know
from Chicago.
I knew Harry Blackstone and Copperfield, and that was it.
Yep. I met David Blaine at one point in my career.
Wow.
I met him at a magic convention. He just kind of appeared, no pun intended, but he was just there walking around, and I'm like, oh crap, that's David Blaine. So I snapped a photo with him, and it was pretty cool to see. So
yeah, that's really great. Yeah, you can come on.
This is my assistant.
Right on, and she can move that out. That chair is hers. Tell her to just throw everything on the floor. I was showing that off to my last guest. Thank you for joining us.
This is my assistant, Brittany. She
right.
she helps me on the stage occasionally and takes pictures. And I actually have a small little crew that I started forming, which I'll mention later.
Now, do you have scarring around your midsection from all the times you've been sawed in half? Or
I actually did that to my sister once. So what's crazy is a lot of people ask me, have I sawed anybody in half yet? And I actually sawed my sister in half, and that was the easy part. The hard part is putting her back together, so now she's my half sister.
Oh, ooh, I like it. I am all about the dad jokes.
Thank you.
Shout
out my sister Dakota.
Well played, Dakota. Okay, so yeah, like you mentioned, Chicago actually has a huge history with magic. Did that influence you as you were learning the craft?
A little bit, actually. Growing up, I actually kind of learned magic in the suburbs of Illinois a little bit, kind of north of Chicago. And knowing that Chicago was the birthplace of close-up magic did inspire me a lot more to do the close-up magic aspect. Because there's different fields of magic. You have the stage illusionists, you have mentalists, you have escape artists, and you have close-up magicians. And I think the close-up magic is a lot more personal in my belief, because getting together a small group of people and doing something from me to you or right in front of them and still managing to mystify them, I believe is pretty talented.
I agree. Now, that's not to take anything away from walking through the Great Wall of China or making the Statue of Liberty disappear.
No, that is quite impressive. I just don't have the time to do any of that.
No, I mean, you came up here with your sleeves rolled up. Yeah, so there's not going to be anything hidden that I can tell.
I'm a sleeveless magician, as I try to be. So I really do not slip anything up my sleeves or do anything like that. I'm strictly just pure skill and shuffle paper.
Now, from what mystical creature was your wand crafted from?
Ooh, so what's crazy is I was at Harry Potter World. So funny you played that intro, and I did the wand experience, and my wand is the Wand of Oak.
Oh.
That is the wand that was chosen, and my parents had to buy it for me because I was a magician, and it kind of was fitting. So yeah, the Wand of Oak is my wand of choice that I got.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't have to use any of the
no abracadabras or avada kedavras.
Maybe some Wingardium Leviosa.
Maybe we might try that.
I am such a nerd on so many levels. These folks are like, what doesn't?
That's
this
actually
guy
how
know
I learned
for?
Magic. I went to Hogwarts and Harry Potter taught me himself. So
Excellent.
That's how I got into magic.
All right, that's what got you through the Dumbledore.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
I'm going to take a pause and pat myself on the back.
That was a good one. I think my dad would appreciate that. Yeah, he's a big dad joker too.
So close-up magic is your specialty. That means your magic often happens just inches from the audience. Does that make it harder, more fun?
Yeah, so it kind of varies. It depends on the crowd. If you get a good crowd that actually wants to enjoy the magic and is there for the experience, it's a great time. But then if you get the crowds that are trying to burn you and trying to catch what you're doing, it does make it challenging. But with my experience in magic, I like the challenge because it makes me a better magician, learning the skills and the sleights better to not get caught by those kind of people.
And do you remember the first ever magic trick that you performed that had people saying, wait, what?
Exactly. Yep. It was my middle school, and I was at the lunch table performing for the kids there. Literally learned the trick the day before and took it to the lunch table and performed my very first trick ever there. And it had my friends standing up out of their seats asking, how did you do that? Oh my goodness. And from right then and there, it just became like a high for me to get that experience more. So
when you mentioned the audiences that are like honed in and trying to like figure out how the magic wand works, is that annoying to you? Do you look at that as a challenge?
Yeah, I think it's more of a challenge. For those people out there, you know who you are, who try to burn magicians and try to figure out the trick, it just sit back and enjoy it. Honestly, right. It's more for the experience and more for to make yourself feel like the childlike state of mind of the why and the how. Not everything needs to be solved. You know what I mean? A magician is there to entertain you and perform for you. I live by a motto in my career is to fool you may be my goal, but to entertain you is my passion, and that is what I've been living by my magic career so far.
I imagine that moment of realization, knowing that you got one over on the audience.
Yes,
that must
yeah,
be
my very first like big performance, and actually wowing a big group of people was very thrilling and very like I want more of this, and just kept pursuing. So
now you do a stage show. You did one on Suds at Cinema.
That was a lot of fun. Yes,
got another one coming up in April.
Yes, Miss Stacy is very, very supportive, very, very helpful in that stuff, and she's very open with what I want to do, and that makes it very easy to work with her. And shout out to her for giving me the opportunity to come back to Suds and Cinema in Fort Walton Beach to perform another fantastic, hopefully sold out show again. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time to actually have you come back if you'd like to.
I was gonna do a small little contest too near the end about this show coming up that Miss Stacy and I talked about. So I'll mention that in a little bit here.
Perfect. Yeah, we got about a minute left in this segment here, so I don't want to get into any of the tricks just yet. But is there a particular trick in your repertoire that gets the biggest reaction every time?
So yes. And it's kind of one of my most dangerous tricks that I perform. I've actually have 2 danger acts that I have performed in the past, and one of them is called my fish hook of doom, and it involves a fish hook with 5 strings on it, and 1 string is tied to the loop of this fish hook, and I bring 4 spectators up on the stage, and it's like Russian roulette. I just present the strings, they pick one at random and pull, and hopefully not pulling the one connected to the fish hook. Yeah, it's really great, big crowd, whoa, suspense moment, and that's what I like to, because I'm also a scare actor as well, so I'd love.
That got me right there. That got me.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what they got me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great visual. Great, right there.
It's very fun. Yeah, come to the show April 17th and 18th, and you'll be able to see it. So.
Well, you're going to get to see, if you are tuning into the Facebook Live simulcast, very shortly, you're going to see some sleight of hand, we'll just call it magic. It's actual, magic. It's sorcery,
it's magic.
Is what it
it's
is.
Abracadabras.
Yeah. So, Brady, how much time we got?
17 seconds.
Okay,
17
before the music starts. All right. So we're listening to Dylan Snow. He is a local magician, originally from Chicago, doing gigs around the area. He played at Suds in Cinema a couple weeks ago, and he'll be back on April 17th and 18th. He's going to stick around for another segment and perform a little magic before he disappears.
Before I disappear into Fort Walton.
That's right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your daily dose of local news, community engagement, in-studio interviews with local movers and shakers, and local history whenever I can squeeze it in. For Gareth and Brady Brooks, for Walton Beach, what we're doing. Stick around. Welcome back to Fort Walton Beach, what we're doing. I got no bars. I'll have to work on that. Welcome back to Fort Walton Beach, what we're doing. Your daily dose of local news, community engagement, with in-studio interviews with local movers and shakers. And this guy is going to be moving, levitating. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but there's going to be some sleight of hand and some sorcery going on. So if you have the opportunity to tune into the Facebook Live simulcast, the visual will come in a lot clearer. I've actually brought in our news director for Omni Broadcasting, Ms. Frankie Bennett.
Oh.
Yeah, welcome back, Frankie.
I'm so excited.
I know. So, Brady, do you want to go over there and see this?
You want the more the merrier.
Yeah,
So the more people, the better.
I will watch the broadcast later, but someone's got to be over here operating the board, and I want you all to experience this. So, Dylan, I'm gonna give the show to you, my friend.
Alrighty. Well, before I begin, as we said in the beginning segment, Chicago, Illinois is actually the birthplace of close-up magic. Yep. And it's mostly kind of the birthplace of restaurant-style magic, where the magicians go around table to table, that kind of stuff. And it actually started at a restaurant called Shulian's, where a magician / young man at the time named Al James used to go around, and his dad owned the restaurant, and he was learning magic. So he went up to his dad and said, hey, it would be a nice way to practice to perform for the customers at the tables. And his dad let him do that, and from that point on, it kind of carried on and went from there. And it came to me eventually down the line. I've done a lot of shows and stuff back home. My very first restaurant gig that I did was in my small town called Antioch, Illinois, and it was called the Lodge of Antioch. And he gave me my big break when I was 17 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And I was working from 6 to 7 o'clock and was doing all that and was there until I was about 21, 22, I think I was there for. And then I went to a Museum of Illusions in Chicago, Illinois. I was with them for a little bit. I actually worked at a magic shop where I met a lot of great people. I think it's one of the oldest magic shops called Magic Inc. And there I met one of my bestest friends in magic named Jake Bozeman. He goes by Jake of All Spades on Instagram. He's such, my goodness, he's very in tune with the magic community that's been going on. Whereas me, I kind of learned magic like the old school stuff, and he's all caught up on the new stuff. So everything he does is phenomenal, sleights, crazy card manipulating, and I'm like, teach me, please.
Awesome.
And he's been doing magic for roughly 2 to 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
And I've been doing it for about 18, 19 years. And he's phenomenal, even with just this small number of years he has under his belt. And, of course, I've met other great magicians in the past down the line as well and got many great opportunities. I've actually got to perform with Penn and Teller as well.
Shut
I did,
up.
yeah. Penn and Teller, I got to perform with them in Chicago.
That is so impressive.
Yeah, so that was actually a lot
Good
of
for
fun.
you.
Met them, and I got the biggest compliment, I think, from Penn saying...
Now, is that the one that talks or the one?
The bigger guy.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
the big guy that does talk. He said that he gives massive credit to close-up magicians because of the amount of like personalness you have with the audience. So
That is fantastic for you.
yeah, so that was
That's a big
pretty
deal.
cool. Yeah. So with that being said, though, being Chicago, the birthplace of close-up magic, I'm bringing it all the way here to Florida, Fort Walton Beach, to show you all. So let's try this here. Let's see. All right.
Right, he's standing up. We got about 8.5 minutes just
8.5
for
minutes?
reference.
Perfect. I could do this in 3. So as you see here, we have the deck of cards, right? We'll give them a bit of a shuffle just like this. Give them a mix, all that jazz. Good? Shuffled fair, you can see, right? They're all different. Just kidding, they're all the same. They're the backs. So we'll show you them, right? All good?
Okay.
Okay. And you could just take any card that you want.
Pick a card.
Pick any card except for that one. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can take any card.
I'm going to take this one.
Perfect. I do not want to see it. You can show him. You can show Gareth as well. I don't want to see.
Got it.
Got it? All right. I'll take the card back. We'll show even the audience on Facebook Live if whoever's watching. Okay. Got it. Yes. Perfect. I might hire you for a showgirl on the stage. There you go. Perfect. We'll take the card. We'll put it back in the deck. Now, this trick has 2 parts to it. The first one is not that impressive, but it is pretty impressive. Watch. We mix up the cards. We lose it. And all I have to do is snap. You know what happens when I snap?
What?
1 card appears at the very top. Is that your card? The 5 of spades.
What the?
Was that the card?
Yeah, yes.
Oh my goodness, it jumped to the top. But this is where it gets even crazier. I do have a Sharpie on me. Okay, be careful. It's a bit sharp.
Okay.
Oh, careful.
And
Take that 5 of spades and sign your name nice and big on it. And what was your name again, sir? I forgot. Brady, once she's done signing her name, I want you to draw a little picture on the card. Something not Picasso-y, but just something simple, just so we could see it when we're done. Also, whoever's watching it on Facebook, don't be one of those people that be like, oh, I know this trick, or oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. Just sit back and enjoy the trick.
That's right. Have fun.
Thank you. What is that? It's a chair. That's the first time I got a chair ever drawn on a playing card before.
Sure it
So it's your
is.
signature, right, with
Your
your chair on the 5 of spades. So if we ever see this again, right, we can know. But
Right.
we're going to make it a bit more interesting. We're going to make it more unique by adding a
He's
rip
tired.
to the card right down the middle, right there, okay? And I'll leave it right here in plain view. I'm not going to touch it. And then now I'm going to pick a card, okay? But I'm just going to pick the next one. Let's see, the 4 of spades. I'll take the Sharpie, and I'm going to sign my name on the card. I'm kind of famous, you know.
Oh.
Just kidding.
You will be after this show.
I know,
Maybe,
right?
maybe. We'll see. Dylan Snow Magic, okay? On the 4 of spades, just like that, right? Dylan Snow Magic, 4 of spades.
Okay.
We'll show everybody over there. And we'll take this one, and we'll add it here. Now, this part, I don't really have to talk. I'll just visualize and show you what's going to happen. So I'm going to move around over here and show you.
Okay, he's moving around,
Okay.
and he's showing, and he's got the torn card. It looks like he's interlocking
Yes.
the torn card with the card that's not torn,
Right.
and he's
Bending
there's very much flair to his wrist movements, and he is revealing 2 cards that are both. Are they both the 4 of spades?
No, mine isn't ripped.
What?
His is ripped. Ours isn't ripped.
My dear Lord.
And as a nice little souvenir, that is for you to keep. There you go.
Look
That's
at
for you to
that.
keep as well.
Brady, I
That's-
see your facial expression. You don't have a microphone in front of you right now, but he is
That's ours.
he is genuinely flummoxed by that. We got about 4 minutes and 55
Brady, you want
seconds
to do one,
left.
Brady? I'll do one with you too.
All right.
This one is actually really, really fun. This one's pretty cool. Brady, same thing. You take any card that you want. Any card. Completely free choice. Perfect. Is it the 3 of clubs? That would have been awesome if it was. That would have been really cool. I would have walked out of the studio and called it a day. No. All right, we'll take the card, though. Okay, I'll show over here as well. I'll show the camera as well. And we'll put the card right here on top. Where's the card at, Brady? Very top. Now, watch closely. When I cut the deck, this took about 6 years of my magical expertise to do this one move. I know. One-handed
Awesome,
cut.
one-handed.
6 years.
A one-handed
Something
cut.
like that.
6
One-handed
years.
cut, 6
Man.
years. The rest of the part took me like 2 hours to do. No, I'm just kidding. The card is selected, right? You put it on top. I cut it with 6 years of my magical one-handed cut move, right? Now all I got to do is wave my hand over the deck, just like this. Do you know what it does? Does absolutely nothing, but it looks very flashy and showmanship.
It
right?
did. I got
did.
excited.
I know.
when he did
Exactly. We'll do it one more time though. Ready? Just like that, and I'll snap my fingers too. Do you know why magicians snap? It's union rules. That's why. Thank you. But when I wave my hand and do the magical snap, as you could see, one card is different than the rest of the cards. Can you verify that?
Yes. One
One card is
completely
different.
Like a different color.
It's
The
a
back
different
side of
color.
the card
It's-
is a different
the back
color.
side of the card is indeed a different color. How wild would it be, Brady, if this was indeed your card? That would be pretty nice. Well, guess what? I think it is pretty nice. The 8 of spades with a different back design is his card.
That is
But
nuts.
I know what you're all thinking. I bet he can't do it again, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it
Right,
again.
because there's
We're gonna
only
sit-
one card.
one
you just
card.
got lucky
exactly,
by pulling
exactly.
it.
How about
Brady.
this, Gareth? With you in the back there, just say stop. Just say stop.
All right, stop.
Right there. Less more. Is that good?
One more.
One more.
One more.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
Yep.
Take a look. I do not want to see it.
Got it.
Got it. I'll show you guys over here. I'll
it,
show
got
the
it.
the camera over there as well. Good. And we'll put it right there. Remember, 6-year magical move, one-handed cut.
There
Bam.
we go. Look at that.
Magical move. And remember, wave my hand over and snap. Remember why we snap?
Union rules.
Thank you. Somebody's paying attention. There we go. Wave my hand and snap, and guess what? One card changes color. As you see, it's not in the deck. Hold on. One card. Oh, hold on. One card did change.
What?
I forgot. Except it's not in the deck of cards. It's actually been sitting on the table far away from the deck of cards.
Stop it.
How crazy would that be? For the first time, Gareth, what was your card?
The 7 of clubs? Or was it the 7 of spades?
7 of clubs or spades? What it was?
It was black.
It was black, but you'll just remember if you see it,
yes,
right? Yeah,
yes.
does it look like that right there?
Yeah.
You!
Yeah.
Ah!
What in the world?
Different back color, same card, bam. I don't know how it happens, it just does. Holy smokes.
All right, so we're going to have to play this back later because that was
Right,
laying
in slow
on there
motion,
the
yes.
entire time, Brady.
What happened? So I had the ability to stop time. That's what happened. I actually stopped the time, went in.
That would be
Sorry.
my superpower if I had
Like
a
same.
choice,
I
by the way.
actually
See?
mentioned that. That would be my superpower too, to be able to stop time. You know how easy magic would be if I could
So
do that?
easy.
So easy.
Would you pose people, or would there be limitations to?
Oh, I would teleport. I would teleport, hands down. I would not even have a curtain. I would just be like, everybody watch. Then all of a sudden I'm behind them, and they're like, whoa, how'd he get there?
Okay.
Be like, teleportation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. You want to see one more?
One more. We
Yes,
got 1 minute and 7 seconds.
7. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay.
Is that enough time?
Brady, you pick one again. Well, we'll give you a little. Oh, you pick 2. Pick your favorite. All right. Brady, take the Sharpie. Sign your name on it as well, please. Nice and big so everybody can see it in the camera. Perfect. Good. All right, I'll take it. We'll show over here.
Got it.
We'll show here. We'll show here. We'll put it right back into the middle. Do you know how to snap your fingers? Perfect. On the count of 3, snap. Yep, snap.
Snap.
Oh, yep. And just like that, one card appears to the top, the 8 of hearts with your signature. Whoa, but don't worry. We'll do it one more time. We take the 10 of hearts. We put it right here. Now, wouldn't it be gangster, Brady, if you snap your fingers and your card appeared back to the top? Go ahead, snap your fingers. Take a look at that top card. Is it indeed the 10 of hearts with your
I'm
signature?
done. I'm done. That's
Is
a
it
wrap.
indeed?
I'm done.
But here's one more thing. How would you like to see the card physically jump to the top of the deck? I can't really do that much times, but maybe I could try. I'll add a bend to the card. Okay, add a bend to the card. Do you see the bend to the playing card?
Yes.
You see the
Yes.
bend. Now I'm going to come over here. All right, I'm just going to show the camera, but whenever you're ready, you snap your fingers. All right, so here.
Oh!
And the result, he got it. Unbelievable.
Wouldn't it be gangster? Look at that.
His name is Dylan Snow. He's appearing at Suds and
Awesome.
Cinema on April 17th and 18th.
Dylan
Man,
Snow Magic. You can find me on Instagram. Please follow me. I'm trying
and
to get
please
it
come
out.
back
I
once
will
again.
definitely
Yes,
come
please
back.
do.
Yes,
Come
sir.
back again.
You rock,
So
brother.
real quick, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, well, 5 seconds.
5 seconds. If you find me out in public before April 17th and 18th, I'll give you a signed card for one free ticket to my show.
Yay!
Yay.
So there you go.
Be back.